Up here. Come on up here. All right. So God says you have something really important to say. Say it.
Say it.
Right now.
It's possible to heal the world.
Yes, it is. But the only way to do it is to heal yourself. And when you heal yourself, you'll see the world completely differently. And you'll see that some people aren't meant to be healed. Some people are dragging themselves through the world with their ailments, with their disease, and with their cruxes because they haven't learned how to be in this world without them. When they learn how to expand themselves in spirit, then they will clear out those things that are holding them. But it's not your job, it's not their job, it's not my job. God's saying my job, yes. God's saying it's not God's job to fix them. It is their job to will it. Because when they will it, God gives them every potential for the power of making that happen. Okay, now you have another question.
Even if they are totally unaware of the spiritual element, because I deal with people that have no concept of spirit,
okay,
and they're walking around wondering why things are so terrible.
Question? Turn it into a question.
Turn it into a question.
Mm-hmm.
How do I talk to people that have no concept of spirit?
Mm-hmm.
They think they're a chunk of meat and that this is all there is, and they're going for it with greed and selfishness, not charity and love, because they think this is all there is, and there's nothing on the other side.
So how do you help them?
And they're professional people.
And how do you talk to them? Oh, actually, there you
go.
I
spark interest in the spiritual realm. You know, have you ever considered there's a spiritual side to you that's untapped? And you can't talk about an open heart without them at least being aware of the possibilities.
Right. So the first thing that you have to do is just imagine that they're on their own course.
Yes.
Okay. And in that knowing that they are on their own course, you can start to identify where you might fit in to that course. But first you have to see them as an evolving spirit. Don't see them as a human being where this is all they are. And and that's a very important message you're giving them in spirit. But you're also needing to see them that way, that they are eons old. They are eons old. So they are evolving through time, incarnating. So this is the line between heaven and earth. And I use the word heaven just as a general statement. The realm of God. So as they evolve, they have periods of incarnation. They are moving forward, incarnating, back in spirit, incarnating, back in spirit. So when you see them as eons old, you will start to imagine where you might fit in to this time in their life. Not life, in the life of their spirit.
In other words, there is some spiritual awareness, even if they deny it.
They don't know who they are in this time, but there have been other times that they either did know or were learning. They've forgotten. They are at a state of forgetting. So it is your, I don't want to say job, it is your, God says yes, it is your job. Sorry. So it is your job to inspire in them a way of overcoming this stagnated state. Because if you don't know your spirit and you don't pursue that which is internal, you'll stagnate There's only so far you can go in this material world. Eventually you'll wake up and go, is this all there is? And they will get there. But what you want to know is where you fit in. And once you figure that out, you'll realize that there are some people you've got to leave to others. And other people who are your specific program, within your program of inspiration. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you very much. Give me a hug.
Okay, yes.
Thank you, Paul. All right. So, did we get some questions, Astrid?
We did. We have quite a few questions, and not sure how many you want to go through, but here we go. Thank you, everyone, for answering the question. It's not answering; it's asking a question to God. I don't have one.
You don't have